It's Labor Day weekend. Those that are going to the parade, be careful, be safe.
Shout out to Steven Seagal for the bangers. Do you want the punani? He said.
Yo, and I knew he was gonna play. And Steven Seagal.
Hey.
I'm in real life too. Yo, so background story for those that are just coming into the chat. Come in the room, come into the JTP lounge this late afternoon. Shout out to Robert Brown in Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's up, what's up, what's up? So the other day, Michael goes and says to me, he goes, yo, you know Steven Seagal did a reggae song? And I was like, the fuck no. Get out of here. So what you were listening to, ladies and gentlemen, was Steven Seagal's song with the reggae dance hall flair. Hilarious. My mom used to watch a lot of Steven Seagal movies, so that's why it just, and I sent it to her and she just gave like the shocked emoji. It was the funniest shit ever. But Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobber Tears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins eating lunch and Mr. Black going down memory lane on his side of town. He eating some chicken and rice, some barbecue chicken. He keeping it real, you know. The original Jobber baddie is here. Who is that? You better say your name. Oh, we are live. Akujimo. Hello, hey girl. We are live. We are. I promise. We promise. But
Brooklyn's in the house.
Listen, once again, if you have not gave Zuckerberg the permission, please put your name at the end of the comments so we know who you are and we can shout you out and you can always be a part of the show. It actually is what makes the show a little bit more interesting. As last week where we had our resident Chicago. I figured that was you, Matt, but the other one. Oh wait, were you the Jobber baddie? I'm so confused by this.
Hey yo, you win.
The You're Brooklyn I figured was Matt, but I was just like, the original Jobber baddie? Question mark.
Brooklyn. Oh my nigga, Brooklyn Black.
Shout
out to Mets Queen PR. Shout out to Brian Waters.
Yo,
Stephanie Hard.
Brian fucking sent me some funny shit the other day.
You can't say Stephanie Hard.
Cody Rose. And it was the funniest thing. But before we do get started, we do want everyone to come into the chat. How's everyone doing? What's going on? It is Labor Day weekend, so make sure if you are traveling, be safe. Those that have been affected by the hurricane, please make sure to be safe as well. Cause I had text Zuka too. I was like, yo, you good? You got power? Cause people like South Carolina didn't think they was gonna get hit with stuff, and I had said, listen, make sure you stock up, make sure you do stuff. Sir Mac from the smart side, LA in the house. Oh, shout out! I'll be in LA at the end of September. Shout out! It is Virgo season. Shout out to all my Virgos. Happy belated birthday! I believe Shanti's birthday was this week.
Happy
I know Stephanie Hardy's birthday's coming up. I know Kyle's birthday's coming up. My birthday is next Friday. So we are in full Virgo effect. Stop sucking your little damn teeth. Cause ain't nobody talk about cancers the way they should. So relax yourself. I give you your mouth. Give us mine. Shout out to the baby girls.
We talk about the yuck cancers, like
we not, cause baby. Yo, did you know Irv Gotti was a not Irv Gotti. No, yeah.
It's a cancer?
It's a cancer. He's a June cancer.
I won't be surprised.
Because we were just talking about how he felt about Corey. Not today. This football season don't start till next week. Don't start the shit. But no, we were listening to Irv being on Drink Champs. And he was talking about how he felt that Fat Joe was not like his friend anymore because he called him a sucker on his podcast and all that other stuff. And I was just like, and he was like, I don't know if it's because I'm a cancer or, and I was like, yeah, my guy, emotional. Yeah, it is.
A lot of people in the industries are cancers.
Yeah, Charlamagne the God's a cancer. Mm-hmm. I think Joe Budden's a cancer.
He's a Virgo.
You said who?
Joe's a Virgo.
Really? Makes a lot of sense though too. We'll say that. Currency. Yeah. Listen. 50's a cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Virgo season. So Michael Jackson's a Virgo, Kobe Bryant's a Virgo, Beyonce's a Virgo, Pink's a Virgo. I can keep going for days, but I won't. But what else is going on this week? What have you been watching? What have you been doing? What's going on this week in your world?
Yo, y'all need to watch BS High, P. Son.
When you put that in the chat, I was like, what the hell
that
is he
nigga's
talking
a
about?
snake. A snaky
So,
snake.
so people who haven't heard of BS High, it's Bishop Sycamore High School. So little backstory. About I think it was 3 years ago or 4 years ago, there was a game on ESPN with Bishop Sycamore versus IMG.
Oh, the fake school.
So
I got the link.
Nigga, it's on Netflix.
it's
No,
on
it's not.
it's on HBO Max.
HBO
But
Max.
same.
Oh,
No, sorry. The Max.
no, it's just Max.
That's it, the
Yeah.
Max.
It's not even
So,
the Max.
Bishop Sycamore was a fake school, basically. This dude basically was trying to make money off of student athletics.
Wow.
And prep schools make a ton of money.
Yes.
Like a ton of money off athletics. Like there's a reason why the student athletics makes a shit ton of money. Backstory, the creator of the NCAA or one of the former presidents, he said that the NCAA is another version of slavery because how much money is made off the backs of student athletes. But anyways,
Yeah.
this nigga is a nigga. Like top 5 lion ass, snake
Not
ass
even
nigga.
top 5. One.
Nah, he's top 5. I don't know. I right now, you know what? My brother's right. He won.
Really?
One.
Okay.
He's won.
Because I'm not gonna
And-
hold you. The student, like the middle school football side of it, I'm not big, but now that y'all saying the real
No, it's not middle
story,
school, it's high school.
but even high school football, I'm just like do. But
Yeah. So they got. He's a scammer.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that just knows how to lie. And, like, so, you know, he rented out hotels for his team, right? Because he didn't have really money. And he found out that you can pay after 90 days staying in the hotel.
I didn't even know that.
Wait,
Until you
what?
said that, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know that. Listen, he was
What
like, "Word,
hotel he got?
I can do that." So he'll do it he'll have the kids stay there for 90 days, and then they'll rush out the hotel.
oh, could it be like an extended stay type of situation?
that type of thing.
Okay.
That number one. Number two, he would do things like order 25 chickens at a spot at a supermarket, have them make it, not show up, and then show up when they're closing because he knows they're gonna bring the price down. Hustler, liar.
And
Wow.
then like how that he had these kids in an apartment for 3 months because it's covering first month's rent, security deposit. That's 2 months. And then like the third month.
So the kids paid for their.
No,
no,
he
no.
would pay.
He would pay, yeah.
And then he would scam the kid.
Yeah.
He also had the kids sign up for PPP loans.
Well, thank you, Christian Bailey, for your
Thank you.
$19.99. I promise you, it's not a scam. It goes into our production budget, so please understand it is greatly
Yeah,
appreciated.
because we broke, baby.
Yeah, niggas is okay.
But yeah, like how that and a sad thing about it, certain the kids got PPP loans in their name.
Random question.
Whoa.
Christian.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank
Can
you,
you
Christian.
send us your address so we can send you some merch?
Yeah.
It's like go to the
You can,
IG
you
page.
can message. You can direct message Jabba Taste Podcast, and the boys will situate that to give show you some love since you show us a lot of love, so we appreciate it.
So he literally, it's the funniest thing, you know. It's not funny because he was like
It sounds funny.
recruiting like 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds. Because Corey said it
Yeah.
to the team, but they weren't good. And there was one part. There was like they were playing this. So the school that they were playing on ESPN is called IMG.
One of the best.
And that's
prep
a
schools.
real
No,
school.
it's not even one of the best. It is the best prep school in the world. One of the best prep football schools in the world. Like like you go to IMG, you're automatically getting into a D1,
Yeah.
and 8 out of 10, you probably go to NFL.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's how good
So
they are,
that's
yeah.
how good the school is. Now you have IMG. It was like the Chiefs versus like a high school football team.
JV.
That's how it was.
JV.
That's how.
JV.
Wait, so they lost?
No,
Yes.
they're not lost. They got their ass
Yeah.
whooped.
Oh, okay.
Like straight.
Like, they barely got off the line.
Oh,
Like every time, like it was bad. But the thing,
did these niggas practice? Or
They couldn't.
they couldn't because he didn't have a school.
Yeah, and the coach wasn't really a coach.
He wasn't really a coach. And then there was one time, it was part of the documentary that had
Bruh,
me rolling.
Scam right.
The guy was like, "Yo, we called a play that we saw on Madden."
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Even Madden be having some real plays because, right now, Sir Wilkins just took the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl and won.
Oh, love
Face
it.
of the franchise.
Yo, speaking about football, though, I mean, those that are interested.
They love their niggas.
Your Sports, thank you, Christian. Yes, please do send that
Thank
message. Your Sports has, I believe, 2 spots left for Fantasy League. So you could contact Dre from Your Sports on that. Yo, did you ever finish All-American? Because that's what I just finished.
I'm starting to watch it back because I kept getting sidetracked.
Because it was on Netflix, so I was like, bet. I can keep going.
So, I mean, the last episode I saw All American, it was the first episode of some new season, right? It was both of his sons going against each other in high school. And that's the last episode I seen.
Oh, that's way back. This last season, I don't want to spoil it because I hate spoiling it, even though this one doesn't mind it. But Tay Diggs, that was a bit, So this
Wait,
past season,
Tay Diggs, don't ruin it for me,
yeah,
dogs.
he OD'd on that one. I didn't do it. I believe that's probably Matthew as doing it. But I highly recommend finishing All American because I was left like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? It did.
How old are those people on All American?
I mean, they gotta be in their mid-20s.
Okay, so because there's a couple of those girls that look mad good. And I'd be like, yo, I feel like a perv.
Well, Patience has a son, in real life.
I know
she's
Patience
older.
has a son.
She's older.
But I feel like a perv. I was like, are these real, close to high school?
Listen, you know how TV are, big dogs. Yo, I didn't know this. Me growing up in the 90s, niggas was like
all them niggas was 30
in high school.
All them niggas was 30. And fucking Saved by the Bell, all them niggas was a solid in their mid-20s.
When I got to high school, I was a freshman. I'm thinking that, when my band's coming in, I'm thinking that how that was low.
No, a great example of that was House Party.
Yeah.
Everybody on House Party
even down
dumb old. Now that you look back, they
Martin
look like us.
Martin Lawrence looks wild.
Had your shirt on, B.
Yo, but even honestly
You got
speaking,
pop with the shirt?
Yo, the oversized shirt that this nigga got on right now.
They got the new rock shirt.
he came off from Miami. That's how he looking like.
I know he went to the store. He was like, I gotta cop this.
He said,
I gotta cop this. I know he did that, right?
He saw Will Smith's welcome to Miami video and was like, this is it.
You had big headphones like that. Ooh, I gotta cop this.
With his big ass headphones. But no, All American I do recommend finishing if you can. We're watching on Netflix The Ultimatum because the new season just came on and that shit is wild.
I gotta watch
Basically, niggas is wife swapping for no reason. You know who also got a low-key reality show and it was just like, what the fuck? But it was kind of cool. Tyson Fury. So on Netflix, Tyson Fury has.
I saw that. That's on the list.
It's really cute because his wife is so hot. His wife is so cute. I was like, oh my god. And he got I think 1, 2, 3. I think he got 6 kids. His brother boxes. His brother was on a reality show. Found his shorty on Love Island. It was just, but it was crazy because it showed him retired. And what that looked like for him and the struggles that he went on. And it talks about they really do a really good job. And not a lot of reality shows, not a lot of shows even do this. They did I felt like they did a good job bringing awareness to being bipolar and how to deal with that as a family. Because that was one of the first things that she had mentioned in the episode was he deals with bipolar. He's been diagnosed. He deals with that. He deals with ADHD. He deals with a lot of these things. Yeah. He deals with
Tyson's the black dude, right?
No, it's the white dude.
The white dude that beat.
That was didn't he face Brock?
No, Braun.
Yeah, but he punched Austin Theory at the Clash of the Castle because they showed it in the show.
Okay.
So
I don't want to make statement because Tyson Fury, I think of the other guy. That's Adrian Bourne, the one with how that the really dark skinned dude.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay,
nigga.
cool.
But no,
but
Tyson,
they fought each other, right?
I don't know if they have yet. Maybe, but this one just finished Power. So the Tyreek's book too, but Tommy's book starts this week. If you're into Power.
I watch Raising Kanan. That's it.
So that's how it was too. He got on we watched Raising Kanan, and then he fell in love with it because what Queens nigga wouldn't like a show about themselves.
I was like, I know that block.
I know that block. I know there. Yeah.
They showed the Q5 one time. I was like, I know that bus. I took that bus
Yo,
before.
the projects and everything, this
Son.
it popped. So I was like, anything relatable, it helps.
Wilder, Adrian, Wilder, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Facebook user 9996000.
Oh, okay. Pfft, I hate you. Yes, Wilder, the tall black nigga with the grin. Yeah. Oh, Kanan's December. I hope so.
December. Ooh, early Christmas gift.
Cause these SAG stuff is going crazy.
December's coming back. Like, relationships, they gotta watch shows together. You feel me?
Right, yo. Cause even I went away last week and did a little mini girls trip. I'm talking to this one on the phone. He goes, "Yeah, I watched The Flash." I was like, "Nigga, we spoke about watching that together, nigga. Why'd you do that?" But
I stopped watching.
in all honesty, he kind of saved me from it because that really wasn't my intro. Last but not least, and then we'll get into some wrestling now. I actually saw Barbie.
How was that to you?
And I thought it was very mid.
It was.
I felt like it was a little overhyped, and I felt like it was missing something. Like the messages about women empowerment were beautiful. It made me want to text my mom and be like, "Yo, thanks for the sacrifices you made for me." Like it made me feel that way, and I appreciated that aspect of the movie, but something was missing. It wasn't all there. Damn, I realized I've never been a fan of Ryan Gosling like that outside of The Notebook. Like, cause I was like, yo, when have you ever ran to a movie theater for Ryan Gosling?
If you're white.
Well, there you have it. But yeah, no, Barbie was a bit mid for me, but it was still good.
Oh, did you like Flash?
It was mid.
Thank you.
You saw it?
Yes.
It's good. But it's mid.
Michael
Yes,
Bostic of the
like-
Hill Classic Show is
Like,
in the background with us. ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen.
It's just solid.
But it's mid.
If you want a better Flash movie, Flashpoint Paradox. Way better.
That's the
Way
cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah, but
John Cena as this is why wrestling should never be in stuff like that, because I lost it in that fucking movie. That's Jonathan Cena. I lost it.
I saw Barbie,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was like you said. It was good for what it was.
Yeah, but it was
Let-
missing something, and I
like-
just couldn't get it.
It was missing because it
Black
didn't.
touch?
No, it wasn't.
Not even because
Issa Rae had a good
was
part.
dope. Yeah, her being the president of the bar, I thought that was dope.
It just didn't go beyond making fun of the patriarchy that we have in America. It's just stuck in that bubble, and it didn't grow outside of that. That makes sense.
And honestly, after Barbie kind of escaped from Mattel, there was no reason for any of them, for Will Ferrell and any of them niggas to still be in the movie at that point. Like, it was just, if Mattel, I did like the historical like aspect of having like who created Barbie be represented in the movie. I did like that, especially because I wasn't a Barbie girl growing up like that. So for me, it was like, oh, this is really dope, but it was still very mid. I will say.
This is what I noticed, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. Is I just feel like movies now is always a movie always have to stand for something. It can't just be a movie no more. Because growing up, we had a array of different movies where like to this day you could watch like, damn, I was good at movies. Like Paid in Full. You could watch it as a coming of age story. You could watch it as a hood classic, or you could watch it as a damn like drug movie. It's made every time you watch, it's always different messages that you may not see past that.
But
you may see what your original watch. I feel like movies now is just like, all right, let's check these boxes. We gotta have a gay person. We gotta have a white person. We gotta have an Indian person. Oh, they gotta have to do this. We gotta do that. There's too many boxes to have to check off instead of just like a piece of life. For example, if you make my life, you will not see a lot of white characters. You won't see Spanish, every other race represented in my life story, but white. But it may not get played because guess what? It not representing enough people. That's how I feel about movies.
No,
now.
I mean, I feel like I think to the point of movies just being diversified and like just how I think just how you may take the movie, because how I may think Barbie is mid. Matthew here, shout out to Matthew from Your Sports. He took his daughters and was like, it was great. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on how it's relatable to you. Like, even I give the example with Blue Beetle. I know nothing about that shit, but the fact that the Spanish nigga from Cobra Kai is in it, that made me want to go
What?
see it.
Did you see it?
No, not yet.
My son Miguel's in it?
Yes. See what I mean? But see what I mean? It's when it's relatable to you, and you're like, yo, and it's something.
Miguel B.
Right.
My
And
nigga survived for his back beat.
Right.
Son, he's a Beetle.
he's
they got
Blue.
George Lopez in there.
He's
too.
Blue Beetle, bro.
I gotta
But
watch
see,
it.
Have
but
I
that's
ever
what I
seen
mean.
Ice Spice shaking her ass in a deli getting a chopped cheese? No.
What?
That's a fantasy.
What?
He might not be from New York.
He's from
Nah,
Philly.
he's from Philly. Ralph Reyes, he's from Philly.
No, the thing about it, Blue Beetle, I'm pointing at you
Why?
because you're Spanish.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
Blue Beetle should have had a moment like Black Panther in the Spanish community. Y'all fucked up.
Okay.
Y'all fucked up.
Wait. So you know what? I'm gonna raise you. AEW fucked up not having Jade on that pay-per-view.
Why would they want to? How did this go to wrestling?
Oh, because we're a wrestling podcast. How you like me now?
How can you not take accountability for your Spanish people? Not
Well,
going to
I
see
didn't.
Blue Beetle?
First of all, I haven't
but
seen
that's
Blue
your
Beetle.
question.
I haven't seen it, so I can't
Let me ask you a
answer
question.
that for
How
you.
can a Spanish person represent Blue Beetle? By wearing shells there and bring Beetle to the movie theater?
No, you go out to support a cast that's predominantly
Hispanic,
Latino.
yeah.
And the thing about it, it's not even white Latino. It's
No,
brown.
it's like, yeah,
It's
nah.
Majority of
Grandma was very almost
is
a little
brown-
lighter than me.
Is brown skin Latinos.
Okay,
in
how
them.
about I answer that when I see it? Then I can fully answer.
No,
that to you, 'cause
It
I have
doesn't
no
matter.
idea.
It doesn't matter because black people were like, we're gonna go see Black Panther if it's mid or not. We don't give a fuck.
No,
we
so
support it.
But in all honesty, I don't think like how I just said it was how it was Miguel from. A lot of people may not click that
But then
together.
again-
I don't care.
Wait, hold up.
Because
hold up.
honestly, the commercials for Black Panther versus Black Beetle, Black Panther was very.
Shout out to Iz.
We are a
Iz said
nation.
it. Hold on. It could have been a Spanish Black Panther if the double strike wasn't going on. They could have promoted like that, dog. Thank you, Iz.
No.
Okay.
No.
Their
promotion was different. Their promotion was different.
No, you're right.
Because
The
in all
strikes-
honesty,
the strikes-
Exactly.
niggas, when we went to go see Black Panther, niggas wanted to wear fucking African print. They wanted to be kings and queens. They were coming outside for that.
Oh yes.
Listen.
In
Yes.
this moment in
But
time,
Blue Beetle.
for Blue Beetle, the only for that commercial, because it comes on very often. The only two people you see is Miguel and George Lopez.
That's enough.
enough.
That's enough.
But in Black Panther, you saw everybody.
Miguel and George Lopez.
You saw
is
fine
enough.
ass nigga that saved
So
Queen.
let me ask you a question. Not trying to be funny. Who are the when you think of Black Panther, you throw on our black legends, be mad black legends. Who are the Spanish legends in Hollywood?
In
George
Hollywood?
Lopez. my
Okay.
nigga.
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
But Jennifer Lopez.
Nope.
She can act.
Jennifer
Okay.
Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
is
George
definitely
Lopez.
on there.
Okay.
Okay,
who else?
See,
Who else?
George Lopez falls under that TV category. It doesn't fall in the
But he's
film.
still a
category.
legend.
Hold on.
He doesn't
Still a
fall in the-
legend.
Hold on. We have.
Oh, this one said Danny Trio, the actor guy.
Who's Danny Trio?
He's the one that he always
Oh,
plays the
oh,
bad guy,
oh.
badass guy.
He's a legend. My son Danny. My bad, Danny. Don't kill me. Okay. He's a legend. Ronaldo,
know.
shout out to you for the legend word like
There's
that.
Eva Longoria, Michael Pena,
I actually like
Hold
Gina
on.
Torres.
John Leguizamo, Diego
Oh,
Luna,
John
Ooh,
Leguizamo.
Spanish legends. Okay.
Rita Moreno,
Okay. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oscar Isaac, Andy Garcia.
Andy
Ooh.
fucking Garcia, bro.
See,
He
there's
could
a
be
lot
in
of
anything.
Hispanic legends that could
He
have
could be
been
in anything,
or Latin
and
X,
I'm
whatever
here
you want to
for
call, whatever you want to call yourself.
Fat Joe.
We are never.
Fat
no,
Joe could have been in it.
No,
But listen.
and no.
Listen.
No.
Wait,
At
wait.
the end of the day,
No.
hold up. At the end of the day, my Latino and Hispanic brothers and sisters failed Blue Beetle. Y'all should have went on that. But
I don't think it was that type of movie.
Afro Latinos,
I don't know.
Latinos in general should have all went to go support Blue
Really?
Beetle.
Absolutely.
It should have been on Telemundo because I watched Telemundo.
Yo, that is fast.
So do you think the Asians gave it up for like how do they give it up?
Asians came out
Yeah.
for what's the Rings movie?
what is like the ring dude? I forgot his name.
Nigga said Spy Kids that. You talking about Antonio Banderas, who is Zorro, my nigga. That is
So,
always gonna be
Quick question: If
greatest
Black
thing.
Panther was trash, would all black people still pop out and watch it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
at the end of the day,
Yes.
niggas would have went in there and came out and were like, well, there's that.
We would have said the thing about black people. We gonna defend them.
and still ride with it.
And then in our kitchen, you gonna be like, that shit was trash.
That shit
Trash.
was crazy.
Shit was
But
trash.
outside, like, yo, that shit was great.
Fire. Like, each other high fives, everything.
That's what it was. It was Shang-Chi. That's what
Yo,
it was.
Shang-Chi was fire, though,
I
son.
don't know what
Shang-Chi,
that is.
Fire, son.
Hold on, 2 movies I saw, which was fire. Asian dominated movies. Shang-Chi broke records.
Facts.
Number 2, Rich Asians. I saw that movie.
Okay.
Mad Asians went
Yo.
to see that. They support.
The fucking
they
Rich
pulled up.
Asians movie
They
was
support.
really good. Even
So-
though it took me forever
But
to watch
then
it,
again,
it was really
to
good.
their defense, they could have been working late. Because you know how Smash Bros. They be working.
I didn't want to
so-
see Miguel or Joe Lopez. Well, then that go.
But that's you, though.
Yeah.
But that's you, though.
That's you.
Facebook user.
Yeah.
Nah, Crazy Rich Asians
was fire.
because it was basically the like My Big Fat Greek Wedding,
But
but
the
for
Asian
Asians.
people.
So exactly. So Asians give it up.
They do.
Black people give it
They
up.
gave it up, too.
Latinos did not give it up for Blue Beetle.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm still gonna go see it though.
So that's your question. What is that one Spanish movie that Spanish people gave it up for?
Selena.
That's it. That's it.
You
That's
okay?
it.
Wait, I give y'all one.
Selena.
I don't
Because
know.
I came out for that.
I don't even know how it did in the.
I don't know.
In
I watched
the
it on
movie theater.
TV.
I was about to say niggas
We all
was young
did.
when Selena
We all
came
did.
out,
We
so
all
that
did.
was a bit different. But no, one of my favorite Loki. One of my favorite movies is Mark Anthony, Jennifer Lopez's El Cantante, and it's a story about Hector Lavoe. And if you have not ever watched it, please, like, if you like movies about like biography or musicians or things like that, the how fucking Mark Anthony played Hector Lavoe was by far, honestly, the best thing he did outside of fucking Man of Fire. But it get like I said, if you never heard of it, El Cantante,
El
the singer.
Cantante.
El Cantante. It's about Hector Lavoe, who's from. He has a block named after him in East Harlem.
Spanish Harlem?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think it's 10. It's in the 100s where the block is. But at the end of the day, there are some really good movies with Latinos in it.
Yes,
and
I'm not
TV shows and things like
I'm
that.
not
But I
denying
mean,
that.
I can't say why they don't come out. I
Because,
don't know.
listen,
I mean, when you think about it, they gotta come out and bring 10 fucking kids with them. Like
Okay,
I don't.
that helps.
I don't
That
think
helps.
that's a.
That helps.
For them, not them. Their pockets. Yo, imagine going to the movie theater with 10 kids and they all want popcorn, they all want sodas, they all want hot dogs, they all
I would
want
have paid
chicken
for it.
fingers.
Exactly.
But a Hispanic household that already is on a budget.
But
Are you really going
How
to
you
the
know they're on a
movies?
budget? They got some rich Spanish people.
I'm talking about like, I'm thinking here. Like, and nigga, I'm on a budget, you on a budget, you on a budget, everybody on a budget.
But they
So-
bring food to the movie theaters.
Bring food.
Oh, that's what we did when we go see Barbie.
I always buy Mexican.
Really?
time I
Why
go
would
to-
you do that?
Get myself a large burrito. Get my
And
chips.
then start shitting midway through the movie and be
Get my
upset you don't
chips.
miss some shit. But oh yeah, Virgin Jane on Netflix. That TV show was really good.
That
Oh
was
girl,
good,
that
too.
was in that. But nigga said get a
got
large.
large.
Yeah, Dre, you the one that got what? You got 3. So like that shit.
You see?
Anything
You see?
more than one
You see?
is
Black
rough.
Panther, he
Yo,
came out with his
when
kids.
you
we
when
went
you
to see
took,
Black Panther.
Exactly. With all
who
his
did
kids.
it though? We went to go see
But
Black
that's
Panther
the
together.
point.
That's the
Us
point.
black people support. We came out.
So if I said, guys, let's all get together and go see Blue Beetle,
I'm
We're not
I'm not
Spanish.
Spanish.
you bitches, like yeah.
Go call your Spanish friends
Anyway.
Exactly.
and go support your
Exactly.
movie.
No, first of
I'm
all-
still gonna see it.
First of all,
Exactly, too.
But-
I can count probably on one hand how many Spanish friends I got. So
well,
on
bring
that
the,
note,
bring the 3.
Break them.
on that note,
You know,
I
like we know
can't.
one
I can't.
on a battle
But
club.
the niggas
Your
that
partner.
fucking
You got 2 niggas
share an
break.
island with a
Boy,
country and
you
then
can
be
bring
like,
3 of them
oh,
with
They
you.
they're
don't.
not.
They did not like us.
They
still
didn't.
don't like
They
us.
still don't.
Janelle, you can bring 3 people who smash that we know off the back.
Who?
Your fellow owners of Battle Club.
Oh, you can bring Cosmic with you.
Cosmic. Come on.
But
Come
matter
on.
of fact, half of the roster on Battle Club
Come on, B.
is Spanish.
Come on. Half the roster, B.
Half the
Which
roster
is
on
really
Battle
interesting because Hispanic Heritage Month is coming up in September.
Club. Yes. So Blue Beetle should be your prime reason.
Well,
to
that's
go
what
see
they
them.
messed up. They should probably release it
Now,
during Hispanic
all jokes
Heritage
aside,
Month.
all jokes aside, all real talk. The writer's strike did play a factor in the low things.
it
Like
did.
all jokes aside, like that did
No,
play a
because
factor.
I mean, it's starting to play a factor with everything because Jonathan Cena is giving us a 7-week tour because my man can't do no movie right now. So
Yo, I knew the writer's strike was crazy. John Cena.
John
and
Cena
also
actually trumps it
another
for me.
I was watching the NFL Network, and CW has a reality show on about the NFL. That's why I was like, they got no shows.
Well, yeah, because everything right now for the fall is about to be reality TV. Hands down. Like, there's nothing that's gonna be different. There's probably gonna be some like reruns or some shit, but yes, John Cena makes his comeback this Friday on SmackDown before he heads off to India to tag team.
Miguel Yan said,
Oh, Miguel
the
Yan.
movie was fire. I ain't saying that because I'm Mexican. Yo,
Don't do that.
respectfully,
I'm listening.
Respectfully, Miguel, your women in the Mexican culture, B, between their legs is fire.
Okay?
All I'm gonna say, Miguel, you guys are blessed over there.
Went left. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what Spanish bitch he don't fuck with. Like, I'm sitting here trying to go.
Hi,
I'm like,
Mariah. How you doing?
what? Shout out to the Call Up Podcast. Shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to you.
And everybody in Knucklehead Network. Shout outs to them. But yes, Jonathan Cena will make his 7-week
See,
tour.
I just said I ain't never lie.
You know what? I don't
I'm
even
just
want to
saying.
know how he co-signs that.
Listen, I'm just saying, shout out
Okay.
to like John Cena giving back to the culture,
Thank
giving
you.
back to wrestling, unlike CM Hogan.
Y'all listen.
He's
You know
making
what?
shit by himself.
Yo, but you know what? Now
CM
it really
Hogan.
is on them though. He said y'all need to try Ecuadorian women. Nigga, what?
No, they gotta be Afro-Latino for me to try it.
It's black Ecuadorian women.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
This nigga got excited.
Yeah, Ecuadorian, Honduran, Guatemalan. All of the above. Yeah, anything Central America is super hard. Body on that note. But
I need me a Sassoon sister.
what's Mariah's background?
She is
Just a nigga?
Respectfully, no, don't do that.
that and Jamaican.
Oh, okay,
No, I think Jamaican or Trinidad because her father from there. Yeah.
okay.
He black like me.
Okay.
And then.
The
Whatever,
Did
she
y'all
ain't
enjoy All In?
All right, let's talk
Okay.
about it because
Okay.
we actually all.
Okay.
I didn't. Thank you for everyone that came out to the viewing party.
Thank you.
Our daytime.
Thank you. Shout out to everybody.
Viewing party. Thank you because from what Sir Wilkins mentioned, it was actually not a bad crowd at all for an afternoon delight. So, so the boys were there. I was at work. I actually paid $49.99 for AEW's All In.
Yes.
And I did not feel like I wasted my money.
The production
So-
was wow.
Okay, hits and misses. So let's go through.
Whoa. You gotta give it because the quality looked like WrestleMania.
So
It was clear.
I definitely think it was clear. My favorite thing production wise was the tunnel. The graphics
Yeah.
inside of the tunnel.
Yeah, that was
It's the
fire.
little things for me.
That was
So the
fire.
graphics inside of the tunnel,
was
even
fire.
when Bullet Club Gold came out and the camera started from behind them and came out that way, I thought that was dope. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it happened. Because I couldn't go to the bar. Because I thought about it. I was like, well, I'm clocked in. Maybe I could run up. But I was like, if I run up there, I'm going to stay there. So
Yeah,
that don't
right.
make no sense. Let me not do that. But they started off with a 2-hour pre-show. It was cool seeing Anthony Ogogo on commentary. I actually really liked that for him. They had the ROH tag team titles being defended in the 0 hour, where we crowned new Ring of Honor tag team champions of MJF and Adam Cole. So that was I didn't think that was happening. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
I thought it was gonna happen.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. I knew that the turn wasn't gonna happen. I knew that, but I thought the match either would have been interrupted with the Kingdom coming out or somebody else fucking Ozzy open. Like I thought it was gonna end pretty crazy, but
Someone said, nah, that Bullet Club entrance was botched.
nah, it wasn't botched. I don't think it
think
was.
so.
I actually liked a lot of their entrances,
Yeah.
and we'll, as we go through the show, we'll talk about that. But yeah, so they started off the show, and then Hook versus Jack Perry for the FTW title, and Hook got his title back. Don't know what that does for any one of them, but hey, it's the pre-show. We're here. And they opened the show up with Phillip Brooks versus Samoa Joe. Was very surprised they opened, but Phil creative directs himself. So he selected Joe because he knew Joe was gonna make him look good. And that's what that was about. But what did you guys think about Joe versus CM Punk?
It was a good match. It was good for what it was.
Yeah.
CM Punk like I've always said, he knows how to. I think he has to understand he's not that athletic anymore, and he got to continue doing more character work in the ring.
My opinion about Punk is,
but the match was good.
was
but the
solid.
No,
match
so
was good.
like in all honesty, it was one of the best psychological matches that they had on the card.
yeah.
But that's why they have chemistry. They've worked together before. So those things play factors into when you open a show, you're like, all right, let's open the house. And they did that. And I won't take that away from Punk, even though all the drama that entails with him kept coming out after the show. And we'll get to that a little later. But
this is my take on the match. Was it a good match? Yes. But once again, Vince was right about Punk. I don't think that Punk want to get to the next level because it's always an excuse for him. Because all the greats always evolve their style over time. Punk been wrestling the same throughout his whole time in wrestling. I don't see no new moves, none of that. He do a lot of homage. Let me play homage to Bret Hart. Let me play homage to this match. He does the old and make it new. This is why Vince was right about Punk. This is why Vince was right for not making the top of the card, because he knows that he's settle-minded. He's going to make some kind of excuses why he couldn't get to the top.
okay.
Now, Punk, what's your excuse now? That as far as your work, I seen better from you, but it looks like CM Punk lost a step because he yet to evolve his style.
Okay. You know what? Let me ask a question before we do move on in terms of the card and reviewing All In. As AEW has grown,
We got to do a live show.
They got it's on the list of things to do, I promise. So we, AEW, what's 5 years in, let's say, give or take.
Yeah.
And I would say a good chunk of their roster has come from the WWE in a sense. So my question to the table and those that are watching on the live feed, in your opinion, what is the biggest return on investment that Tony Khan has made in terms of his roster from someone outside of the indies?
That was on WWE? Mm-hmm.
Swerve is the only one.
Oh,
Swerve.
Sting.
No, that's from WCW.
you can't really count Sting.
That's old money.
So it's basically, but in fact you actually can't count Swerve. Swerve is from WWE.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
say
No,
Swerve.
he
I
would
said
say
Sting.
Swerve. He would say Sting.
So it's Swerve, Miro at one point, but
Yes.
now that kind of diminished.
Oh, we're going to get to that on this all out predictions because I don't get it.
And you can argue no with CM Punk, but I think he got people talking
1,000%. Yeah.
with CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like there's constantly, like regardless if it's true, fact, John Moxley
Mox?
is the biggest.
Yeah.
Is the
Probably
biggest one.
the one.
Jericho. Yeah, Jericho definitely.
Jericho got them a TV deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jericho's the reason why they got a TV deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jericho is just like they compared
Jericho.
I felt like Jericho. If Jericho never came over, it'll be a hesitation from everybody. But Jericho made it official.
Yeah,
Jericho made it legit.
Jericho made it seem legit.
Yeah.
Jericho did what LL Cool J did for FUBU.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, so we go on and
Jericho. I got some. Jericho. Moxley. Sad to say it. Saraya.
Yeah,
Saraya.
Tony Storm,
Tony Storm.
Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho. Yes.
What in return of any of them outside of Tony Storm?
So Tony Storm, Saraya has been consistent and she's.
Where?
I think she sucks.
Oh, Day O'Brien.
Yeah.
DB.
Right. DB.
DB.
Samoa Joe. Yes.
Samoa Joe.
Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Samoa
So
Joe, yes.
his
Adam Cole.
I feel like now more.
But the thing about he
And
was,
in the
he was
beginning-
trying to warm up and then he got injured.
And and then
but
it got
the thing
cold.
about like what's going on, AEW is the best thing to happen to wrestling.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like it literally has made things better for
Yes.
professional wrestling all around.
Yes.
We are no longer in the dark years
Yes.
of professional wrestling. Like
Yes.
as much as we sometimes don't like what AEW does,
Jim Ross. Yes.
the main thing about AEW
Jim
is
Ross,
that
no.
it's a really good second option.
Yes.
It is.
And the thing is, it gives you a complete different. Like watching AEW is watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Watching watching WWE is watching old school X-Men. Majority story driven. The action's like maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you get something good. That's something that you like.
Yeah.
Like AEW is needed in professional wrestling, and you know Tony Khan said what he said about how something was missing. He was right. We can't deny that. And there's a lot of things I hate about it. A lot of things I think he does wrong. But at the same time, because like you mentioned, they have a legit TV deal.
Yes.
You can turn on to watch it.
Yes.
It's good. And
Except for last night, TBS was out here fucking the game up.
yeah,
I digress.
so it's and it gives a lot of wrestlers who aren't signed options.
Absolutely.
And the one thing I said,
Like Bounty Keith was wrestling Adam
Yo,
Cole.
Bounty Keith.
Yo,
What's
let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something to y'all. Cause somebody had posted on the Jabba Tears Facebook group and was like, "Who this?" And I put in the comments, I said, "This gentleman out of Houston, Texas, that has been running the Indies, blood, sweat, and tears, and also opened Jobber Slam 3." Cowboy Brian Keith is facing the other cowboy nigga.
Watching Brian Keith up close.
The cowboy nigga versus the cowboy nigga.
Shout out to Invictus Wrestling.
I love it.
Watching him versus Big Tom Yaya, my champion, my world champion. That match was fire, B. He knows, he goes, and we saw Transformers together.
We did.
But
and he's a Virgo.
But it's that's
Cody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, Cody.
And he wouldn't have been in AEW, and I mean WWE doing what he just did.
No.
Wrestling a legit top person and having a match. I didn't see the match, but I heard it was an actual match.
Yes.
So it's evening out the playing field by giving this second option. And I don't think it's a big deal that they sold out Wembley, in my opinion.
I don't either.
And the reason why I say that is because they don't get top tier professional wrestling over there.
Correct.
So when you don't get something, especially and AEW has a massive fan base, when you don't get something, you're gonna come through. And the thing also, AEW fans are even a different aggressive breed.
Yes.
They're the type of fans that will travel
all
over to help the company make history.
Yes.
So and it's interesting because it's something that when I was listening to Jim Cornette yesterday talk about the attendance number and how that was a thing. And like I said, granted, and as you mentioned, there is plenty of shit that they do that I do not agree with. I don't sign on to. It's not my shit. However, I will never take away from the fact that they were able to get over 80,000 people in a stadium. I will never take that away from them. But as what Jim had mentioned on his show, their issue that they have is it's like when we did Jobber Slam.
Yeah.
And when he said it, I said I know exactly how that feels. When we did the first Jobber Slam, we had almost 200, 250 people in the building. After that, what was the first thing we said? How the fuck are we gonna top 2?
Yeah.
And then we had 2, and we were like, okay, now how do we top 1 and 2?
Yeah.
And that's the problem that AEW has whenever they do something for the first time, is they never have the formula, or they haven't found the right way to do to have that foundation and really build upon it. And even for example, they have, when you think about Grand Slam, they did Grand Slam 2 years ago. They did the first one, sold out. The second one, still a lot of people. This one that they barely have really announced outside of MJF defending the title at Grand Slam is September 20th. That's in 2.5 weeks. So it's like, how do you continue to build and get the attendance that you seek in terms of revenue and all that stuff? How do you do that when you still have cracks in your foundation and you haven't been able to build upon that? And so, as All In is a great accomplishment, and once again, not a takeaway from them. Even outside of the CM Punk drama, it's not a takeaway from them. This is a huge accomplishment because it means that it can be done. But my worry now is that transition into, now he's putting himself in the whole, like, he's announced they're doing it next year. Again, great. But now you're still going to have these 2 big pay-per-views back to back. And one is not going to hit versus the other. This how they have all out now for Sunday. There's no the world champion's not being defended. He's in a tag team match. There's no real main event yet. There, I'm sitting here like, what is going on here? But
so
Kenny's question to the table: what city besides Florida should Tony try to book a show like All In to see if they can pack a stadium?
To be honest with you,
stadium.
To be honest with you,
San Diego Chargers Stadium.
yeah, San Diego's charging at the end. Like,
stadium.
I'm telling you, Cali,
Probably Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I would do Atlanta.
Atlanta because it's right by Florida. That's a good one.
I would do Atlanta.
But I'm telling you, the West Coast doesn't get anything.
yeah, but I think that.
But see, AEW does a good job. I mean, half-ass job. But now they're doing the whole October 1st pay-per-view. That's in Seattle. They got Full Gear on the West Coast. So everything the second half of the year is going to be on the West Coast.
That's what they're going to need to do.
But I also feel like, honestly, is they need to go out the country more, because that was from that Impact was doing for a while, and I think that would be good because a lot of places are starving for wrestling. Like, for example, just like MJX said, go to Mexico and have a show right there. You got the culture, everything like that, and it looks good on television. Because if somebody's watching AEW, they say, yo, it looks mad crazy. Aesthetic-wise, it looks good. So I think that not only that they should focus outside the country.
But it also, what was interesting was that the stuff that they're doing, WWE did it, and it was a mistake for WWE.
Like what?
When they went outside of the country and did.
No, I'm talking about back-to-back pay-per-views. I remember they did a WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Then
and it was a pay-per-view 3 weeks later.
Not even 3 weeks. It was 2 weeks later.
It was in April. It was the same month.
It was the same month. 2 weeks later, I think it was like a Backlash, whatever the name they had it, and the pay-per-view flopped.
But okay, and this is where I gotta say is this. This is their saving grace. Reason why I think it works is because attendance-wise, it's going to do good being in there, because you had one overseas and you had one in the States. Not everybody in the States made that travel over there. It was mostly people who lived over there.
Yeah.
So as far as attendance-wise, it's good. But as far as pay-per-view buys, it might take a dip because
that card.
People's looking at. Hold on. People is looking at it this way. I just spent $50, and I'm not gonna spend $50 again.
That's what Cornette said. Cornette said you're gonna have to pick and choose what pay-per-view you want, because who's gonna really spend $100 in this market
and don't
in wrestling?
Forget,
but you can come to Legends. I promise.
Don't forget is let's say how that you're a single mother. You feel me? You picking and choose dang, this $100, I gotta stretch it to buy my kids uniform, school clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
So as far as just for the middle class, it might hurt a lot of people's pockets.
Yeah.
So, but good thing that you have a bar.
Okay.
A bar.
We'll be at Legends. We'll jump back into All In. But we will be at Legends this weekend. Both nights, Saturday for Payback, and then Sunday for All Out. But back to All In real quick. So after the Punk and Joe match, they had the 6-man tag, which was unnecessary, in my opinion.
6-man tag?
It was Hangman, Kenny, and
that shit was trash.
Yeah, no, it was not that. That could have been on the pre-show.
So
not gonna hold you.
Let's have this conversation real quick.
Okay.
All right. Y'all niggas for years. I'm talking about all you New Japan niggas. Y'all were out here, and I ain't watched too much New Japan. Not too much. I dabbled.
Through the internet.
Through the internet, through a couple of shit. My man with the beautiful hair, you know who I'm talking about. No, that's the other nigga.
What?
That's the pretty nigga.
Oh.
What?
But Kota Ibushi.
Who's that?
So this nigga is supposed to be God.
Isn't he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be
everyone?
No, not God, because there's a couple other people that's on that God level.
Mm-hmm. No,
but
I'll tell you that.
He is like Messi coming to the MLS. That is what Ibushi is doing right now. He is Messi coming to the MLS. He comes to AEW to play around. Cause that match with him in it, it's the second time.
It's the second time.
I'm giving this nigga chances.
The second time, bro.
My boss today said stop giving niggas chances.
Oh, I think you should listen to that.
And I think I gotta listen to my boss.
I think you're gonna have to listen to that
He
one.
said stop giving these niggas chances. He didn't say nigga.
He didn't say nigga. Yeah. He didn't
But
say that.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
This nigga, y'all were out here telling me this nigga Kota Ibushi
Was the
Golden
hottest
Lovers was the hottest thing moving. Like Wilkins, this nigga cooks.
Yeah, he
You gotta
nice.
eat the food.
Watch
It
him
tastes
work.
so good.
Watch him work. Yeah, that
This
nigga ain't
nigga has
doing
been
shit.
putting out bland
Yeah.
cooking.
He is like Jay Sliced Bread White for me. That is a no.
It's like when T-Mac came to the
No.
Knicks. Disappointed.
And it's like you wanted, and the hard part, I think, what fucks with us the most is we gave it a try. And we normally don't. We normally just be on something like, it's, it's whatever. We know what we know. But we gave that one a chance.
A real try,
And we
yeah.
sat there and watched. And when I was in my office watching the match, I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then for y'all, to be honest, the match that y'all should have did in the UK is the match you're doing in Chicago with Okada, with Omega and Takesha. Like, you should have did it in the UK. Everything was there written. You didn't need the extra niggas there, to be honest with you. But
I'm
here
really
you
starting to
go.
think the illest nigga from New Japan is Tanahashi.
Yeah.
That nigga must be the illest nigga from New Japan. Because he translating on the American soil the way he translated in New Japan. I'm going to say, because I met this nigga. I marked out.
Oh, this thing.
You smell good?
He smelled good. His hair, my nigga, his hair is beautiful. I said, I went up, I said, well, yo, what up? He said, ain't nothing going on. Barely spoke English.
Subtitles.
Barely is that.
Barely spoke English. Super nice. Mad cool, mad
You
chill.
have to be
He
nice.
gotta
to
know
those-
at least some English.
Also,
The
big
fuck?
chest. Big ass chest. Great posture.
Ooh.
Because these niggas just stand like this all
Yeah,
the time.
Like
do.
statues.
They do.
Like
Yeah.
this. So
Statues.
I went up to him, I was like, he's like, what do you do? Look, I'm like,
Nigga, damn, come on, you love black culture.
so his hair was, I said,
I
I
wonder,
said let me
does
take
he
a picture.
like-
He's like,
did you-
oh, somebody was talking to him. He cut the person off, said, come here, take the picture real quick. And I said, ooh.
Ah.
Tanahashi
Shout out to
is
Sean.
that nigga.
He is.
Because the rest of these niggas y'all be telling me about
That
have
ain't-
proven me that they ain't that nigga.
Nah.
The only person from New Japan,
I mean, I love me some Okada, so that's
Kenny?
That's
Yeah.
gonna be for me.
Okada,
Yeah.
and AJ, hold on, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
When we
Yeah,
get
and
to
Finn.
talking about
And
Raw,
Finn.
baby, Shinsuke Nakamura in these promos, ain't nobody even talking about them the way they should be. And we gonna talk about that a little later. Cause I was like, oh shit.
So trust me, Kota Ibushi 2 years ago and back was amazing, but now he's still feeling the effects of his injury. So he was injured.
Yeah, but that's what they were saying. They
So
were
why don't you
saying
stop putting
when
in matches?
But that's what they were saying. How he's been injured all this time, and I think he got cleared. I think WrestleMania weekend, and then the fucking
So that's why they
fake
do-
ass
that's why-
war
that's
games.
what
But
they-
that's why they always tag him with somebody, or why he's
But
always in a tag
Why
match.
you waste your money, Tony Khan?
Exactly. And if he's not 100%, why use him? Why do it to
Bring that
yourself?
stock value. Come
No,
on.
no, because it gives a pop.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
But the thing about it, this is what it is. And every entertainer loves this. Every sports person loves this. They love the thrill of the game. Instead of coming back, taking your time to come back, you miss the adrenaline that comes with a pop. You miss the adrenaline of being in front of tons of fans.
True.
Now that you're telling me that he was injured, I understand. I'll give him some more leeway.
No,
You have to.
I'm not.
But
I
my
did
nigga
it. I knew that.
Tanahashi with the beautiful hair,
He didn't even. He had invisible
and the
Beyonce
Ginyu
win.
Force outfit, nigga dressed like a Ginyu Force nigga.
does.
I'm
He
fucking
does.
sleep.
Yeah.
But all right. So then we had that match, and then we had the What did you guys think of the FTR?
Oh, he was supposed to never wrestle.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, he was like in I think it was like either spinal cord or some shit. It was some like real like he shouldn't be wrestling shit anymore. But
No,
then he came
I
back.
know that people pay money
On
to
some
see
Daniel
him,
Bryan
though,
shit.
But Tony Khan, don't waste the money until he's fully healed.
But don't enter him in some shit that he
Thank
can't
you.
really participate in.
Thank you. Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But yeah, what did you guys think of the rubber match between FTR and the Young Bucks?
She was fire.
It was always good, yeah.
They're always good. They have great chemistry together.
To
great
now
chemistry.
be a part of a 4-man tag, 8-man tag to go against Bullet Club Gold at All Out.
I'm
Sunday.
all for it.
I'm all for it, yeah.
I'm
Bullet Club Gold been a solid faction for WWE. I mean, AEW. They've been a solid faction, okay.
It's gonna be good wrestling.
Yeah, solid. What's next?
We had what you think of the coffin match?
It's a Sting
Let's
match.
start from the beginning. Start from the top.
Yo, there was a part. in the match.
Hold on.
It's supposed
Let's
to be
just say,
solid.
listen, and y'all know I got my low-key inner beef with Swerve, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But I just wish and wanted the audio track to not have been so, like, delayed. Because that nigga sounded so out of breath and delayed in that entrance. It didn't hit the way it was supposed to. And I felt bad. I was like, fuck. I saw the vision.
But
And it should have came.
Speaking
He
of
should have
that-
came out and did they practice that? Like, there's so many
speaking of that
questions for
is
me.
Another way Tony Khan wasted the money. You had West
DJ Wu
Side Guns.
Oh, he was in
right
front.
there, and that's the thing I be telling you. West Side Guns, stop spending your money at AEW. They do not appreciate you, dogs. Like they played you for someone else. West Side Guns came all the way from US over there, right there.
I think he does it for the flex.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'll hold you.
Yo, my thing is
But
this.
even though the whole DJ Wu kid, like I would have been
Why?
like, yo, why was there not a DJ set? Why was it
Thank
not
you.
like dancers? Why was it not bigger? Like, my nigga, you the only nigga on this card. The only one. You had one
Have you
job.
heard his music?
I just said I'm trying not to.
Have you heard this nigga's music?
I'm just telling you that I'm.
No. We need to have this conversation. All right. First of all, we're gonna talk about this.
No, we're not.
I've been telling you this nigga Lax is not swaggy at all. He is like me. This nigga's a corny ass nigga.
No.
That
There's
pretend-
between
No. We are talking about this shit. This nigga's like me. This nigga's trying to play a gangster on TV and in his rap song. And the problem is he can't fucking act. That's the problem. The nigga corny, just like me, just like you. The nigga needs to throw a backpack on, talk about fucking where he came from in fucking Oregon, wherever the fuck he came from. I'm sorry, Tacoma.
Washington.
So,
Washington.
he
Try to act like a
Atlanta
gangster
rapper.
with a grill. That ain't you, my nigga. That is
not.
not you.
It's not.
Turned up 1,000. That's not you. Turned up 100. It ain't you. And that's why the
not.
shit ain't hitting. You can wrestle. The nigga
Wrestle
know
your
how to
ass
wrestle.
off.
But that ain't you,
That ain't
nigga.
no, look, that ain't nobody nigga can't wrestle.
This is why that always feel like with Swerve, I always feel like I can never connect with him.
Yo, but low key, I felt like that in Hit Row.
Cause
I ain't gonna hold you.
Cause that's not who this nigga is.
I felt like that in Hit Row.
You listen.
I thought the concept was dope because there was nothing like it.
Yes.
And I thought
Yes.
that, and
Okay.
even when we spoke to them about it, they were saying like, yo, we wanted it to be a different way because we knew it needed to be a different way for us to understand it.
But
So
understand
so
this.
that's why when we spoke to Hit Row and they told us that shit, I was like, oh, that was definitely WWE not knowing what niggas really needed. And that's and we all know that. But with Swerve, it was just like, yeah. And then listen, I just wanted I wanted the dramatics because you was the only nigga on that card.
But let me ask you a
Listen.
question. Honestly.
Making
honestly.
history.
No. Let me
Wrestling
ask you a question.
80,000 people, my nigga, you had one job. And that was to come out like a nigga. And the fucking niggas in Paris. That was your opportunity. Your opportunity.
She said
You were representing all of us.
But let me ask you
And
a
I got
question.
the half-ass nigga with the delayed background. I was so, and that song low-key goes hard.
But let me ask you a question.
So upset.
Let me ask you a question.
So upset.
Let me ask both of y'all guys a question. Mikey too. You know, my Seamoss brother. The Seamoss. This part of the segment is brought to you by Seamoss. Like I said before, at any moment, have Swerve done something you was like, I felt that.
no.
Yesterday, and Janelle can vouch, I said, yo, Swerve is wild weird.
The nigga is from Tacoma. He is from Tacoma. There is. All right. You know what? I want somebody to pull up the hood niggas from Tacoma and let them talk to me. Contact me. Contact me, please. Because I feel like I'm judging the Tacoma niggas. Please, Tacoma, if you listen to this, contact Sir Wilkins
Wait.
and be like, yo, we get busy in Tacoma.
You outlaw. Listen,
They are black.
they are.
And they put on for the city. They
But,
put on.
hold on. Wait, time
out.
but,
They put on.
No, it's not even them being half black. I'm
So they
talking
black.
about the niggas in the room. If this is your gimmick, if you sitting here bringing Rick
damn,
Ross
you're right,
and
you're
you
right,
bringing
you're
all
right.
these hood niggas out,
You're
this
right.
was your opportunity
You're right.
to bring the niggas to the UK and you didn't do it.
No.
That's what I was
first,
saying.
Okay, first, he brought out
DJ Wu Kid that don't do nothing.
No, hold on. DJ Wu Kid's Haitian. Don't disrespect him.
But he didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing.
But he doesn't
Yo,
add to
he didn't do
Swerve.
nothing then.
Hold on.
And then when Swerve used him in Grand Slam, niggas was confused.
Exactly.
So listen.
Because the nigga, who did he face at Grand Slam? And GJ Wu could fucking hugged him, and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
First
Did they
of
not
all-
talk about kayfabe in the back?
No.
First of all, he should have came with some big booty bitches. That's number one.
Saying.
Number one.
what I'm saying.
Hold on.
with a drill rapper.
Hold
from
on.
UK.
I'm gonna set this up nicely. First of all, it should have been some big booty bitches with him. Thick. Like ass clapping. Ass clapping. Bouncing ass everywhere.
Yep.
It's a pay-per-view. You
Yep.
can do what the fuck you want to do.
Anything
Can
you
we
want
pay
to do.
for this?
Fuck
And
it.
then
MJF cussing.
I'm having bitches throw money down on the floor like it's roses. Niggerville. Now we niggified. Hold up. I like your drill rapper. Get a poppin' drill nigga
Poppin'.
to walk you out.
I did not say that. I said we couldn't get no UK drill.
No drill.
Drill rapper,
None.
get a pop in there.
He
get
did
a
say
poppin'
that.
nigga.
He did
Get
say
the
that.
bread up. That's a great idea. I want champagne.
Porn on these hoes.
Like, turn that bitch into a club. You
on,
had the
B.
space. The stage was bare bones. Even though everybody's like, oh my God, listen, that
But
stage,
this make me
they
feel
they
that-
took the Dynamite shit, say, all right, listen, we just gonna get this in economy.
So
Let's put
let me
that
ask
up
you guys
there
a
and let's get
question.
that
And
out
be
there.
honest, the three of us been to ton of locker rooms, right? Do you feel like he is for the culture or he's playing the culture?
I'm not gonna
So
answer that.
this is my.
Y'all not gonna get me today.
This is my genuine opinion. I think he is for the culture.
1000%. I agree with that.
I'm not going to deny that. I think he's proud of being black, proud of who he is, blah, blah, blah. But this character is not you. This character you're cosplaying. That's why I have an issue with it. Because if I'm a wrestler, I'm not going to pretend to be a gangster rapper.
You better never.
Because
Even
first
you
of
coming
all,
out to LL, it was a little like.
but it hit. But
Whatever.
it hit.
It doesn't matter.
But it hits. Number two.
I can't say nothing. I can't wear a bulletproof vest.
No, but it fits
Did I
you.
not say that? We when I was sitting watching y'all niggas at Jabba Slam, I looked at this nigga. I said, "Does this nigga have on a bulletproof vest? What the fuck?"
Yeah, but the thing about it is you're not trying to be a
When
gangster
did you
rapper.
feel unsafe?
No,
You
because
been-
I'm prepared for
But
war.
then,
Yeah,
but
but that makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
That makes sense. And the thing about it, you've got into gang fights before. I've been shot. I've had issues. But the thing about it, I'm not gonna pretend to be this type of gangster or some type of thing. Once I'm getting grills. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh my
nigga.
God.
I'm getting grills. But at the same time, I'm not a gangster rapper. And I'm not saying he's a gangster rapper, but he tries to be this flamboyant hood nigga. That is not
Young
you.
Thug.
Yes, that is not you, my nigga. You are J. Cole reincarnated as a dark-skinned nigga from Tacoma.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's who the
That's
fuck you
fair.
are.
That's
you
actually a
what's,
compliment,
You know what's
'cause
you
he'll
know
flip
what's
that.
crazy?
He'll flip
Drake
that.
is a corny nigga, but he embraces being a corny nigga that likes being a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embrace the corny nigga that you are.
Embrace
and
your inner
become that.
corny.
So you're saying that Swerve is a Freddie Gibbs?
Swerve is not even Freddie Gibbs.
Because Freddie Gibbs is playing a gangster rapper.
Freddie Gibbs is from LA. So I give Freddie Gibbs a pass. Because LA, niggas be dying.
That's a different type of environment. No, not my issue. My thing with Swerve, I don't think it's like cultural appropriation. I don't think that.
Because he
But-
black.
Yeah, I don't think that. But I sorry, because I didn't know what else to wear. But no, my thing is there's no consistency, and that's really my biggest issue. Especially because as a person of color, a talent in an environment where you are the minority, literally, I just feel like there's a lack of consistency in terms of what he brings to the table. 1 minute, like, to be honest, if they would have
Freddie Gibbs from Indiana. I
if
knew
they
it.
if
Oh,
they
he's
would
from
have
Indiana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that
if
makes
they would have
sense.
figured out a way to continue the whole Rick Ross thing, which was giving everyone the pop and react to, if they would have found a way to get Ross in the UK and built that story to what it was, it would have been really dope. And I just feel like they always pick up the ball with Swerve and then drop it so fast. And it's like, either you're going to give him the rock or you're not.
But my thing is this way, right? Is at the end of the day, we look like the bad guy for criticizing him. Because they always say that us being black is what's what you could say.
Nigga, Kenny's corny. That nigga corny too.
But listen.
I get what you're saying.
But listen. I just feel like how as a black podcaster is, if I say something about a black wrestler, mind you, I'm not saying nothing about his in-ring skills, him personally, just him as a wrestler.
but the hood of Indiana be giving it up.
I know. I know.
Yo, Gary is not what you. It's not like
Yeah.
white picket fence now.
Yeah,
It's not.
Gary,
It's
Indiana
not.
be giving it up.
It's not.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
That shit, they be giving it up.
Yeah, but I just kind of feel like, yo, what is the proper way to give, like, just somebody who's a fan, who's in the business, a proper way to like to talk about black wrestling? Because I feel like it's a damn if you do, we damn if you don't.
Absolutely. That's why when you first asked that question, I was like, "Ooh, I don't," because they're gonna flip that on me. And
But
at the end, at the end of the day, it's more or less because, regardless of any personal shit, I want to see him win,
Yes.
and I want to see him win on their stage because he can do it. And that's what I mean by there's the lack of consistency. That's what I mean by they give him the ball. And like, in all honesty, he should have been the one to beat Orange Cassidy for that whatever the fuck title it is. Intercontinental, whatever the fuck it is today. Absolutely, Swerve should have been the person. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. But no, Swerve should have been the one to win.
Thanks for eye candy for the eye candy while listening to these guys yell at each other. Nigga, shut up.
Facebook user
But thank you for
I was
supporting.
going to say I wish I knew who it was so I could say thank you. But no, it's just at the end of the day, us talking about black talent. It's just us really wanting better. Like I even go back to when I was going on Ember Moon. It wasn't because I didn't like her as a wrestler.
Yeah.
And didn't I say that shit last week? I
You should have
digress.
been in the Fatal 4-Way.
I digress.
Yeah.
But it goes back to when I was talking about with Ember Moon and stuff like how the presentation. And it's just because you guys are representing us as the fan, as the wrestling fan, as the person that's loved wrestling since we've been kids. You're representing us on a national and international platform. So it's so important that presentation and what you do really hits, because it doesn't want to come back to it being like, oh, they just doing it because they, that's just the black character type of thing. No, like, be who you are. And the hair was rough. Be who you are and let that shine, because when it happens, then we all can get behind it. Like, the biggest example, low-key, is New Day. Everybody, for the most part, was at first like, I don't know. But when you saw, oh, shit, niggas that's playing video games. Oh, shit, I used to play video games.
Sense, yeah.
Niggas that did this.
But here's the problem with that, though.
You get behind them.
They were being themselves, and people who look like us had a problem with it.
Well, that's because they still was scared deep down. I think now it's like, looking back at New Day's span, I think in the beginning it was rough. But I think now you get people that come out to a Comic-Con because Woods is there.
Who is scared of Swerve?
What?
You said at least Swerve looks intimidating.
He looks not a
Mac,
close.
you know better.
That he's not scaring anything at these
But
parts.
but like, my thing is this, right? Is I feel like we put our own self in a box when it comes to black people. Because, for example, right, is I could go to certain black people may look at me and say that, oh, you just like a white boy, yo, I can't fuck with you, this, that, or like say that, oh, you didn't go through enough hardship, so he ain't black enough. I'm like, boy, the cops did not come up to me with a meter said that, nah, I love struggles, so like how that we can arrest them. Boy, the cops gonna harass me too. I get followed in store all the time.
Yo, they should give Will Hobbs his gimmick. But anyways, I think we should move on.
I think so too. Real quick.
By the way, Roman Reigns, 3 years, champion.
Okay, whatever.
You know what that man did for the EB?
The stadium stampede match shouldn't have happened in that stadium.
It was a stadium match.
That's actually what my issue was with production. They don't know multi-camera yet. They're not there yet. So the fact that you had that match and no one knew what the fuck was going on in the back, and then when Penta came out with a whole different outfit, I was just like, what the fuck going on here?
That was fly.
And then,
that was fly.
And then Eddie, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. The best part of that fucking show, that fucking match, was Eddie Kingston in that Patrick Ewing jersey representing New York. That shit I popped.
But it was a fake jersey.
But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But no, the stadium stampede, and honestly, that's what pissed me off about how Moxley got the title shot against Orange Cassidy. Because I was like, your team lost. How the fuck does the niggas that were partners in the winning team go against each other? I
didn't like that. I didn't like that because when I saw it on Dynamite,
was stupid as fuck.
When I saw it on Dynamite, I was like, and then when they said, "Oh, these two are gonna go up against each other,"
the winner faces John Moxley at all out. What?
They tried to do Michael Jackson from the last paper. They did. But
because they be listening.
But again, It's wrestling. And I think that Jon Moxley earned the title match way before that.
Bro, no.
But does it? But just put them against each other.
Yeah, like in all honesty, you didn't even have to do this Stadium Stampede shit. You could have did Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley in the UK,
They tried to sell
and it would have been
tickets
fine.
right here,
my nigga, they already sold the tickets before the card was even made, so it didn't matter.
No, they tried to sell tickets for the next
pay-per-view.
And that's the problem. They're gonna keep having
I do
them
want to
things
see Orange
back to
Cassidy
back.
versus Moxley.
No, I'm not denying that. It's just. Listen, I don't like my intelligence being insulted, so it's just like, how does the nigga that lost get the title shot?
Wrestling does it all the time.
Yes.
But it's like, what? This is how you.
But
we do that for booking sometimes.
When?
Someone will lose a tag team match in the next event. He has a title match.
Well, does the person he's in the tag team and then the one person won?
Yes.
That's a little different though.
it's the same thing.
Because is it the person that took the pin?
What was your favorite match?
On the entire card?
Yeah.
Match wise, probably the FTR Young Bucks match. Psychologically was the Punk and Joe match.
So we're not gonna talk about CM Punk.
The answers, I really don't want to give him any more breath.
But the
I
thing
ain't
about
gonna hold you because at the end of the day,
people want it, though.
no. But at
People
the end of the
wanna
day,
hear
you
it.
don't even know what's real and what's not.
But so for people
like,
who
is this nigga suspended? Is he really gonna be out of All Out, or is he gonna open the show and take the show hostage? Like, what? Like, why am I gonna sit here and be like, yo, Punk? Listen, we've already told y'all. Phil is going to be Phil. I don't know why anyone. I don't know why anyone is surprised. I don't know why anyone is taking.
Nah, but they played him though. Like how you get to London?
Oh, and you like figure it out on your own.
You have to figure it out on your own to get to the stadium.
My thing is this way. Right? Is some people you don't know if this happened at the E. This could have happened at the E. This could happen to anybody.
No, but my whole thing is, it shouldn't have happened.
As somebodies that have done shows,
Yeah.
you get them a car. You get someone to get them.
No. I'm not saying AEW was right, but you know what it is? I realize Punk Hogan is this way, right? He be right about certain things, right? But his approach, how he react to it, be off.
Yeah.
Because he takes out on other people.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Whatever what happened to you and Jack Perry, you're the veteran. You need to control your emotions.
What are you talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Wrestling veterans, and maybe not gonna let me in the locker room anymore. Like, I give a fuck. But wrestling veterans are sensitive as shit.
Okay, trust me, I know this. But
I unplugged a nigga's phone once.
He almost cried.
But I got
He
cussed
didn't.
out.
No. He was passive aggressive as shit to me. One of the other wrestlers had to come to me and was like, yo, go apologize.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay.
They're sensitive, bro.
Okay, I definitely understand that. Trust me, I've been through it sometimes. But my thing is this way, right? Fuck the wrestling shit, my nigga, son. You as a man. You as an older man who been through this with other mans in the past. This situation with him and Jack Perry, could he be right? Yes.
Not just honestly, I feel like Phil's just doing it on purpose.
Oh no. I understand that. Could he be right? Yes. I'm not picking sides when it comes to that line. He say, she say. But overall, bro, you've been having issues since Ring of Honor the first time around was independent company. It's always Phil into something. WWE, Punk. Always into some shit. He left WWE. He put his man through some shit. When he did, threw his man underneath the bus and played guilty.
Yo, my man said he left.
I mean, not guilty, but now with the whole company, it's always something. Always something with you, Punk.
But sometimes maybe it's not even him sometimes.
No,
hold on. What I'm trying to say is that maybe people are making up stories.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
like the Miro situation,
talking the Miro thing,
because
yeah.
it ended up being like they were just joking around, but somebody else heard it
and turned it up.
It goes to the dirt sheets and it's overly done.
But why is he always the common denominator?
He's the common denominator because
he's an easy target.
He's an easy yes.
He's target. That's why I said I think now thinking about it, it's like they doing this shit on purpose. Because in all honesty, it still gets people talking. It still gets people wondering what's gonna happen next. It's still gonna happen. It's still gonna wonder like, what's gonna happen? Is he? I was like, are they gonna relinquish the real world title now? Like it's so many different dumb things that can happen now. But because it's still in conversation, they're just gonna let it fly and let the let the media go with whatever they want to go with, because they're still gonna, at the end of the day, do what they want to do.
But even before AEW, he's been a common problem.
He's always going to be a common problem.
him.
But that's him.
That's
I've always
Phillip
said
Brooks.
that. I've always said that.
Listen,
he's
Phillip
always
Brooks
going to be the
has
common
shown
problem.
you-
That's just who it is, and that's what we have to accept. That's what it is. It's funny.
And that's why when y'all was like, let's talk about, I was like, there's nothing to really talk about. Phil's being Phil. Like, I mean, but listen, if he does open All Out now, you know where you heard it first. I'm just
CM Punk?
saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
But I rather him. But the thing about it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah,
It is what it is, though. But at some point, it's just like, look, I see some guys on TikTok defending CM Punk. No, CM Punk was right, blah, 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 blah. But I'm looking, I tell everyone this. You're missing the bigger picture of this. Yes. I don't know if like this. Could like, they targeting CM Punk? Whatever. Let's say they are, right? But you as an individual, you should know this. Like, I'm tired of being news. I'm tired of doing this. Let me make sure that I'm not the problem.
But the thing about
I don't
it,
think he's
it's
tired of it,
you're
though. That's
still
probably
getting
why.
people to talk about it. And
Yeah.
the thing is, you're talking about everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes it overshadows the pay-per-view, which is what was
Which
being
is
talked
what it
about.
did,
But
yeah.
it also shows CM Punk's star power.
But then it also should help. AEW should realize that everything shouldn't fall on one
Every
person.
pay-per-view, yo, CM Punk. Is this his first pay-per-view back that he's been on?
Was he at Double or Nothing? I don't remember.
I don't remember. So
he's been back for.
this is one of your biggest audience you ever been around, Punk.
Oh, I don't fucking know what
You
he said.
know better. You've been at WrestleMania.
But the thing about
You know the
what I'm
feel.
trying to tell you that is veteran wrestlers. This is how they move.
But don't talk about how the veterans was in your locker room. You do the same exact thing.
But the thing about it, they don't. Nobody breaks cycles. Most people don't break cycles. This is how veteran wrestlers move.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think he did that other thing. I guess we could wrap up. The Fatal 4-Way where they did crown a new women's champion. Did not agree with that decision choice. Understood why you did it. Terrible idea.
Yeah, he was at Forbidden
It
Door.
was terrible how Sheeta was the transitional champion. I thought that was trash of them to do that to her, but whatever. And
It's
then
a Charlotte time.
that ass.
Yeah, just get your reins up there.
And then
and they gave it to Soraya, aka Paige.
and then
Who
all
else would give it to?
she's saying, I'm back. You could have gave it to any other three bitches in the ring, but her.
No, I definitely
To be
agree with you,
honest
but
with
you
you-
want that hometown pop. You know, her mother was
She
there.
didn't really get a
listen.
pop.
Yo, look up Darius Carter versus her mother. He whooped her ass. Whooped that trick ass. Looked it up.
I'm weak.
Look it up.
I'm weak, but no, but it's interesting to see what they're
Oh,
gonna
thank
do.
you.
Oh, thank
Thank
you,
you. Thank
Facebook
you.
user
Thank you.
at 4:03
got-
p.m.
So Tony on the media call said that he should have an answer about Punk by Sunday, so we could maybe see him at the. Come on, son, this nigga's a worker. This
So
nigga's
yeah,
working
like
again.
come on.
So he gonna go. We're gonna figure it out. Then Punk pops up at Chicago.
I'm telling you, he's opening the show.
Yo, they're gonna be necking CM Punk in Chicago, man. They can't do nothing. He could kill the mayor.
They are-
Wrestling fans are gonna neck him.
They
Oh, Punk, I
are,
love
especially
you.
the ones from Chicago. God,
Yo, love
Lord
CM
God.
Punk.
Shout out to our Chicago friend from last week, but he was going in, and we was
Yo,
like,
not everything's a
"Sorry."
work. I don't think this is a work.
I definitely do. I definitely be like, yo, I don't give a. But you know what? It's to the point where I have to act like I don't care about that stuff to be able to try to enjoy what's left of AEW that I
But-
can enjoy.
What if it's just like it's not really a work and Tony Khan just pussy?
He is, but I already know that's not
No,
a
I don't
work.
think it's a work. I
No,
think
no.
Tony Khan's pussy.
Tony Khan being pussy is not a work.
Yeah, that's not a work.
However, comma, CM Punk and being all the whole like, oh, I yoked up Jack Perry shit, that could be a work. That could be. I don't care.
But CM Punk like the dude that would brag about that.
But he's not the one bragging about it. Everyone else is. Think about it. Everything that everyone's hearing is not coming from him, nor Jack Perry, nor Tony Khan.
So what did you guys think about Raw?
Oh, baby, I like you more. Sorry. Shit.
I like Raw.
Sorry. Shimmy. Yes. Sorry.
What did you guys think about Raw? Because I'm over the CM Punk talk.
Oh, now you're ready to be over
You
it.
got transition, big dogs.
I know. This week on Raw was the go home show. Speaking about actually going all the way back. We're gonna finally do this so we can not get it out of the way, but get it out of the way. The wrestling world was shook last week. Starting
rest in
off
peace.
with the passing of Terry Funk, legendary Chainsaw Charlie. And then not even probably 24 hours within that, we lost Bray Wyatt, which is
future
really,
Hall of Famer.
whew, it is crazy. It still feels surreal. it doesn't feel real. Everyone that's talked about him they talked about Wyndham, and I think that is a beautiful thing that they're able to have those memories. So real quick, favorite Bray Wyatt moment.
Come on, you already know which one, B.
Are you gonna say which one?
The Raw after SmackDown, the Raw after Elimination Chamber, SmackDown, that promo. I got the whole damn world in my hand. Whoa, my God! I watch that live. I have that saved on my phone. I watch that every week as motivation. Because the sky's the limit. There's no limits.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sir Wilkins, favorite.
First things first, I do want to say that we as podcasters really don't know what niggas be going through.
No.
And we were all speculating, fans, podcasts were all speculating about what was going on with him. And there was tons of rumors out, the dirt sheets, people talk. We all tossed him under the bus. And a nigga was dying.
Yeah.
The nigga was on the verge of dying. And I think sometimes we got to take a step back and be like, yo, we don't know what these motherfuckers are going through outside of wrestling. And favorite moment was him versus John Cena.
Oh, the pandemic match?
The pandemic match.
Yeah, the cinematic shit.
Probably one of my favorite matches I've ever seen in my life. It kind of hurts because he got kids.
Yeah. And that's what got me was the whole, he has 2 older daughters with his first wife, and then he has 2 little ones with JoJo. And the first thing I'm just like, her and them babies, that is the hardest thing to deal with. And then his sister, because I'm nosy as hell, his sister just had a baby a month ago.
Okay.
And so it's just it's surreal. It doesn't feel right.
But I'm just gonna add this. I just think that as far as me as a podcast individual wise, this is why I always keep it within wrestling. This is why I don't follow them on social media. This is why I don't comment in person, because none of my business. I don't care if you only have 50 wives. I don't care you go hunting. I don't care if it's against your gimmick. That's none of my business. And this is why I always keep within wrestling. This, whenever I have a sense in the mind, I always kept it within wrestling. And I always say, we don't know what he's going through, but I hope it's wrestling related. I hope it's I'd rather hear that he has conflict with creative than hear that this man's in hospital, you have other issues.
Yeah, and it's he died at 36.
Yeah.
Mad young.
And it's all men gotta take care of their health.
Yeah, it's super important.
I think sometimes we forget that because we got so much going on in our lives.
And not only that, but also just listening to the damn doctor.
Yeah.
And getting and understanding what you got going on.
That can be wrong sometimes.
No, and that's okay. You get second, you get third opinions. You get the answers, that you get the information so that you can ultimately make the best decision for yourself. But and I'll end off my I guess it's one of my faves. And I guess it's really, really sad. But I was there at the Royal Rumble for his last match. So everyone, and granted, people are going to have opinions about how the match was. But to be honest, it was the dopest glow-in-the-dark match I could ever have been there for. And being there at the Alamo Dome and seeing all of that live and in color, I'm thankful he was able to give a show and entertain us, because these people put their bodies and their lives on the line every day to entertain us and give us topics to talk about and things like that. So we always gotta, give people grace and show them grace. So once again, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt and to Terry Funk as well. But all right, Monday Night Raw. Finally, Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus can come to an end. Hopefully soon. This week at Payback.
Yeah. That match was fire.
It was good. It was good.
That match was fire. Zoe, my nigga Zoe.
Oh my God.
My favorite type of match. White women killing each other.
They were hitting each other hard.
Mm-hmm. Yo, hard. And I love.
They showed out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's
shout out to Zoe.
And also be clear that both Raw and NXT main events were women matches. I'm just gonna put that on the table. Okay.
Hey, you don't be doing that. Shout out to Impact for getting an upgrade to their studio. It's gonna take some time, but by next year,
out in Tennessee,
they're about to get upgraded, HD quality.
Super side note. Speaking about some wrestling in New York, starting next weekend, Impact actually is in White Plains, New York. So they're in Westchester County, where they're doing their Impact. I think anniversary. So they got Team 3D Wrestling for the first time, I think, in 8 years. They got Awesome Kong coming out.
What day is that?
I think it's the my birthday's the Friday. So Saturday the 9th. Saturday, September 9th in Westchester and White Plains, New York, Impact. But they're here all, I think Friday. I think they're doing tapings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Up
Try
there.
to go to that one.
Savannah will be up here. So, and I think she'll be at one of the tapings. And then if you are in the Bronx metro area, We Are Wrestling has their show on my birthday, Friday, September 8th. So make sure you can get your tickets.
Wait. This just in by BusinessInsider.com. Triple H has informed that TKO Group that if Shane McMahon returns with any real authority, he'll be happy to step aside and explore other ventures.
Oh. Tripp said, I don't want to work with Shane.
I'm not trying to make with Shane. I'd rather go home with my wife and kids.
Or start my own shit.
Triple
Yo,
H,
Triple
AEW?
H ever started his... No, not even AEW.
Imagine.
Triple H start his own shit.
Oh, everybody leaving.
Everybody leaving.
Everybody leaving AEW. Everybody leaving WWE.
Everybody. Triple.
NXT niggas is gonna leave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shawn
No,
Michaels
the
going
NXT
in.
nigga.
because as soon as so I'm like, oh, Hunter, where you going, Hunter?
Bring my
Hunter, where you
Bible.
going?
Bring my Bible with me. In the church.
Hunter, where you going?
The
I'm coming
amount of
with you.
people who's
What?
gonna help him financially, put him on, son. Amount of companies that'll come up to him.
His
Triple H,
wife
I
is
remember
a
I
big
watched you
man.
like this. Shh.
Yo,
Niggas
bro.
want
Yo,
money.
how crazy would that be? And just think about it, because once again, the merger is looking to be finalized sometime in mid-September. But just imagine, just in a fantasy world, if Triple H was an owner of a promotion, like
Oh no.
what that would look like.
Yo, it's HBK, like the Call Up podcast.
Yeah.
HBK and Road
To
Dogg is
Vaughn's
following
point,
this
yeah,
nigga.
NXT would be.
And half these niggas is gonna be like, yo, I want to release. I ain't coming in.
I bet you CM Punk would try to go over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick riding him like a rodeo.
Yo, so would you think if promotion led by Triple H, would that bury AEW?
No,
It forced everybody to step their game up.
it wouldn't, but it would scare them.
Yes.
And also it depends who's backing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's gonna need like billions of dollars.
But he could get it though.
Yeah.
He's Triple H.
We don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Listen, all these years he been in an executive, you got some connects.
That and the fact that
You got some people
Triple
that's
H
gonna
is
fuck
from
with you.
that old school wrestling, Attitude Era. I know mad people. I say, you remember DX? Oh, you my nigga Triple H? Suck it.
But I think Nick Khan will probably go with him.
Yeah.
But that's
Yep.
fine. But
Yep.
my thing is this way, right?
As long as
Yo, what if Rock goes with him? What if Rock puts money into that?
But Rock, you know how to play ball, B.
Nah,
selfish,
because him and
man.
Nick Khan is
He's
cool
selfish.
like
Nah,
that.
He's selfish.
Yo, what if Dwayne was like, yo, you can put it under $7 production.
Dang, he'll get all the Samoans, B.
Unlimited Samoans.
Son. Dang. Woo! Dang, son, that'd be an ill-ass promotion.
He just saw all the Samoans that he knew.
it's gonna be like 20 Samoans in one group, the bloodline. The new bloodline.
But listen, it will be true.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I guarantee it'll be fire storylines.
Process in his head. Because he started probably naming all the Samoan niggas he know. He was like, shit. But
Someone said if he leaves WWE's for none, it's not.
he not falling.
Hell no.
They
No, they're not
falling.
gonna fall, but they're gonna have some issues.
But yeah.
But I think that if Triple H started his own company, honestly, it would definitely spread out the talent a lot more.
But they don't. The thing about it, I don't think they fuck with Shane like that though.
they don't, and I wish they
Nigga,
did.
his own father fired him.
Yeah.
Nigga, you fired
But to
him
be,
too.
but also to
Yes.
be fair, Shane was like, "I'm out this bitch," and
No,
and
Shane
went
was trying
away.
to put himself over.
in the Royal Rumble.
And
Listen,
niggas supposed to take it to the
listen.
side and said, "Yo,
I
gotta fire you.
popped. Yo, when that nigga came out at 29, yo, when he
Fight
came
for.
out at 29,
Like this shit was realistic. But that shit was real.
I fucking popped so hard because that was my first Royal Rumble because I was St. Louis. And I said, yo,
The article in
Shane
Sports
fucking
Business, look it up.
McMahon is here, bro. And that's how I felt at WrestleMania. I said, Shane fucking McMahon is here. And then he wasn't. And then it was like, fuck. But
oh, Shane is tight with the UFC, end of the business, so I wouldn't rule him out." Whoa. But
I mean, but
the thing about
is
it,
what it is.
they've seen what Triple H has done.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Shane has put out a statement though. That's the reason why Triple
Yeah,
H.
because he's responding to what Shane said.
What did
Shane
Shane
wants
say?
back in.
Shane said, I want to come back in on a creative way possible. He says, I know the business enough to do something.
But I say this honestly, just get both of them. Be on some like
No, but
wait,
the
hold
thing-
up. Well, hold up. Before you just like say what you have to say, the facts. It's just like let's put yourself in fantasy, alternate reality, right? If you really want to do this shit, Shane, you better than me though, son. You take SmackDown, you make SmackDown 3 hours. Boom. You get a B show, I get a B show. That's NXT.
But I wouldn't.
Well, hold up. Triple H, you get Raw. Let's make it Dynamite. Let's make it fair. And if they do that though, son, it's only right.
But I don't think Shane is good. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It will prove Triple H.
I would prefer.
but I wouldn't even do that.
I would prefer Shane as like talent versus being creative. But for my point of view would be, I think because WWE has already gone through so many low-key drastic changes within the last literally 365 days that I definitely think having a whole nother McMahon coming into play, I think just morale-wise, I don't think that's probably the best idea. I think for the most part, most of the talent trust Triple H. They feel a sense of security with Triple H. And whether, because everyone, has been hearing the cuts are coming because the merge is being finalized and things like that. And, and listen, it's life. It's unfortunate. But it also opens the door for you got to see two sides of the coin. It'll open up opportunities for people to do other things. And I mean, even your girl Lacey Evans is out here OnlyFans is right now. Who would have thunk that?
You know, Charlie Caruso comes to my gym.
She does. Do you talk to her?
Yeah.
Oh, how is she? How is she as a person?
She bad.
I'm okay, but I didn't. That's not what I was asking.
Said this. Hypothetically, what if Tony Khan let Triple H handle AEW creative while Tony Khan focus on the daytime?
Listen, I think Triple H loves his household, and I definitely think holidays would be really crazy. So I definitely don't ever think
Nigga,
that's
how
happening.
holidays would be really crazy if Stephanie left Vince McMahon.
Exactly.
Stephanie left WWE.
Well, that's because Stephanie didn't want to be
And it's like got
day-to-day.
stock
She
in the
thinks got
company.
daughters.
She said, fuck this shit.
She said, I want to be a mom. She wants to do other things.
No,
It doesn't mean
that
she's
is
like,
bullshit.
oh,
I think she
I'm
was just
gonna
like,
go and go
fuck
to
this
AEW.
nigga, my dad, because this nigga's out here wilding.
It is a
I
sinking
am
ship.
out, and also my mom left my dad. I'm out of this shit.
Listen.
And then she gotta be like, she gotta
What if
support her
Linda left?
husband.
What if
Yeah.
Linda left Vince?
That's what I'm saying.
He said, and two things could be right. As a dad, he's probably amazing. But as Vince McMahon, on WWE, he's
As a
terrible to
boss.
work with.
Nigga,
Maybe.
it's horrible. But she was like, I'm getting the fuck
Vince
up out of here.
absolutely-
Even though I
Vince.
fuck with Vince, I think I would love to work for
I
Vince.
was like, Vince, I work.
But
Don't worry about
she
it.
was like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And then she might be like, yo, but Triple H is a proud man.
There's levels of loyalty.
He did talk some
and
shit about AEW.
So?
No.
I don't see that
I
happening.
don't see that for
But
Triple H.
no. I'm
That's
saying
a
that,
while.
hypothetically speaking, we're in the business that Scott Steiner got welcome back to the fold.
Yeah,
Talk wild shit about Triple H.
No, and listen, Bret Hart.
And what did they do to
They
him?
put him in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Scott Steiner as a character
Was barely even in the
buried.
WWE.
When?
If that.
when he came.
He came back? How he was buried as a character when he came back?
Well, he didn't really do much when they had the WCW
Well, he also
thing.
sucked.
No. I'm not talking about he came back in 2000 when he came back to like Scott Steiner goes to Triple H. I'm
You talking about Steiner Brothers, but that's real.
No.
So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about when they put him in the Hall of Fame. They introduced him back into the family. He was the one that said, I'll never go Hall of Fame. Da-da-da-da. Now he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because
Because
the
that
nigga,
was
I
him.
pay
He
you.
said I'm not. He didn't want to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
They actually had invited him years before that, and he kept telling
But
them
it
no.
just shows that if it's business, you can put aside business.
I don't think Triple H
I
would
would
do that.
Yeah, I would see him doing his own shit first before he ever thought of being like, "Yo, let me go to AEW."
No. I'm not okay. I'm not saying that. But what I'm just like,
I understand what you're saying, that people can forgive
Yeah,
and
that's
forget.
what I'm saying. I'm
But
not
I
saying that
I
should
don't
go.
think Triple H is gonna go to AEW.
And I don't even think there's nothing to forgive or forget. I just don't see him being under, like, if this is the opportunity for him to be on his own and stand on his own 10 toes, I think he would rather take that opportunity this point in his life than being under a whole nother nigga and having to do whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's had a creative. I don't see that happening. But Monday Night Raw, I'm trying to think what else happened. Did we really watch Raw? I'm trying to think. And it's not like a shader. Oh, my nigga Chad motherfucking Gable. Baby. IC title match next week, Monday night. It got to end sticky because Gunther doesn't beat the record until the following Friday. So we got to
why make the match?
We got to figure. Fucking no.
They're gonna do the same thing.
They got to build it up.
How he won.
They got to build it up.
They're gonna do something like
They got to build it up. So I'm just praying that, because listen, my nigga Chad, we believe in you. I've always believed.
Biggest threat on that title.
Yo, Drew McIntyre throwing that fucking chair at Xavier Woods, that was wild.
Yo, he
Fucking fling that shit.
He took that shit.
And then right in the face. And then told him, like, oh, it wasn't meant for you. No, my nigga, if you play that shit back, he threw it right at you. Right at you.
He got injured.
Yeah, he got whiplash.
Concussion?
Yeah, bye. Yeah, no, yeah, he got whiplash. Because you could tell, you could see it. It was just so bad. So bad.
Aggressive.
Well
Concussion
aggressive.
hurts.
Judgment Day.
Loving it.
Yeah, with JD and them. And they got their title shot at Payback against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And Rhea Ripley says, y'all better bring back some gold or we gonna have to talk about some shit.
Cody said he looked like a bobblehead. What he said? He looked like a Funko Pop.
Yo, that was the funny. Yo, I didn't even think. Yeah, he actually, Michael said it first, and I was just like, you're wilding. Then when Cody said that shit live, I said,
About
what the
who?
fuck? JD McDonough? He's like, yo, he has a big ass head with a small ass body.
That's what Cody said.
He does.
It's wild.
You got Cody joking on you?
I actually like that they're doing, and we'll do predictions for both shows real quick now. I like that they're doing the Grayson Waller effect on the pay-per-view with Cody. Because then you can help build whatever feud he's going to have coming up. All right, let me look up real quick. All Out. Let's see what they got so far. Because they putting shit together, you know. We got Luchasaurus, who's, I don't even know who the real fucking champion is at this point, with Christian Cage versus Darby Allin for the TNT title.
Christian?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, Luchasaurus.
I really want Darby to win.
It's
Luchasaurus title.
yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't carrying it. He ain't doing shit with it. That nigga Christian Cage would get on the mic and be like, I'm champion.
We're the champion.
Like, what the fuck? I need someone to help me understand what the end game between Mira versus Powerhouse Hobbs gonna be. Because I can't really sign on board unless I knew, like, is someone getting a title shot out of this? Are we gonna build someone after this? What are we doing? So we have that. Let's shout out to my nigga Will Hobbs though. That's my guy. They just had announced on Dynamite for the TBS title, Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho.
I think Ruby Soho might take it.
I think Chris retains.
Nah, I'm going Ruby Soho.
Like Taz. That's Taz song. I think Chris Statlander too, also because I don't know why the fuck Ruby Soho's even. That was whatever. We got Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley for the International
John Moxley
Championship.
better not win that shit.
Yo, John Moxley is winning, so get ready to get upset. Get ready to get upset.
Why you getting mad for? Cause
Fucking belt, man.
he doesn't need it. But I don't mind it because like
Unless Orange Cassidy needs a break
he does.
because of his
They
injury.
both do. The fuck? Yo, Moxley been needing a vacation for the last 18 months. CM Punk fucked up his whole vacation plans, and that nigga ain't been
Shouts
off
out
of
to
TV
Varsity.
since then. So
But
funny.
nah, like I think Mox should win because I think like
I definitely
you need another.
get ready to
like,
see Moxley
Think about
win.
it. You had Pac. You had It's still a early title. You got to build up legacy towards it. So Mox should win.
You got Kenny Omega.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
But mind you, everything leading up to this nigga's been losing. This nigga's been jobbing now.
So what else?
He opened up Dynamite wrestling another masked luchador guy, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Why did we do that? Why did we squash him at the opening contest?
He's JBL.
That's fucked up. We got Kenny Omega versus
Shout out to our Mexicans out there.
Takesha, absolutely.
Especially the Mexican women.
Okay. Are you're gonna name this episode that?
No,
You said they're a little what?
Box.
not all
Like
of them.
SpongeBob?
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
What Mexican chick have you messed with, bro? I'm saying here really like thinking.
But go ahead.
I hate life right now. Takesha versus Omega. Who do you got? I mean, I feel like Kenny Omega's gonna win, so
Kenny.
that's gonna be that. We got the 8-man tag team with a whole bunch of niggas in the ring. Bullet Club Gold. The Gun Club, Jay, Sliced Bread White, and Juice Robinson versus FTR and the Young Bucks.
I think
I think Bullet Club Gold
yeah,
needs
me
to
too.
win.
Bullet Club Gold
Yo,
is-
like that ass.
yeah.
Bullet Club Gold needs to win this one. We got Better Than You, baby. This actually has not been, so spoiler. I'm sorry I'm spoiling it for you guys. Actually, they're doing a dumbass battle royal on Rampage to determine who's going to face MJF and Adam Cole for the ROH Tag Team Champion. So this is a complete spoiler alert. So it's Adam Cole and MJF versus the Dark Order.
Adam and MJF.
The Dark Order.
Wait. What's the match?
The ROH Tag Team Championship of Adam Cole and MJF versus the Dark Order.
Since when? Oh, they won the tag team match.
This is in future time, but yeah,
Come on, man. You know, yeah.
This nigga said Adam Coleslaw. What the fuck?
I mean, Dark Order should win. That would be great for them because Dark Order needs something.
I don't understand. You had built the whole fucking Roderick Strong Kingdom shit. I don't get why you just didn't do Kingdom versus Adam Cole and fucking MJF. I just
But
don't
let it play
understand.
out. Let it play out.
I
So
don't understand it.
What's
But
next after that?
we got, listen, probably the only match that will literally probably get me to go to an AEW show again. Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor for the ROH
That's gonna be a
World
good match. I
think Shane
Television
Taylor wins.
Championship.
Shane Taylor got
They had posted this morning, and I saw it. I woke up and I told Mike, I said, let me message Shane real quick. So I messaged him. I said, yo, this is probably the only opportunity that they'll get me to go to a show. So I need you to bring this title. And he was like, they don't even know what the fuck they got going for them. But watch what I do on Sunday. So
That's gonna be a good ass match.
But no, shout out to Shane Taylor. I really, really hope he does win because listen.
That's gonna be a good ass match.
Okay. And then we have Eddie Kingston and Shibata versus the BBL. I wasn't going to say BBL. The BBC, Elemental P, the Blackpool Combat Club members of Cesaro and Wheeler Yuta.
Eddie Kingston has to get his lick back.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just haven't. Listen.
No, they gotta give them that one.
If y'all listen, I know Tony Khan has announced that All In will be again in the UK next year. If you're not gonna pull it now, give the Cesaro Eddie Kingston match there. Just hold. If you hold out this long, just don't do it until you hit the UK. Okay, do it there. Okay, just putting that on the table. All right, so now we're gonna fast forward to Payback.
No,
And
you gotta go backwards.
oh well, we're going backwards. I'm sick and tired of loose rap. I don't know what I just popped in my head. We got, like I mentioned, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, versus the Judgment Day members of Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
I think Judgment Day wins.
in a Steel City street fight.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
I actually do see Judgment Day winning.
Yeah, I see Judgment winning.
We got shout outs to Mike Mizanin, bro. Mike Mizanin, you
Legend.
Legend.
Put some respect. Yo, y'all niggas really be shitting on Mike Mizanin, but put some respect on him. Cause
Does
when
his job.
when LA Knight's music hit on Raw, I wasn't even looking at the TV and I was just like, oh shit, it's LA. And then I looked, I said, it's LA. No, the fuck it's not. It's Mike Mizanin being LA Knight. They've done a really good job in a short amount of time building the Miz versus LA Knight match. So I'm really actually excited to really see.
He buried LA Knight whole run in that one segment. Okay. I don't think he's burying. He's just talking
It
shit.
wasn't Barry, but
Yeah. He
was just joking.
Because y'all
He was
niggas
joking.
is still buying.
Everybody.
Yo, but niggas is still buying LA Knight shirts. Niggas
He's-
is still
he's joking.
walking around saying, yeah, like he's good.
With everybody.
It's so funny though. It's like a rite of passage at this point.
Yeah.
We got Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez
That's
for
gonna be
the
a good
World Women's Championship.
If they give him time, yeah, that'll be a good match.
I don't think it'll end clean.
What's that? Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, Rhea Ripley.
I don't think it'll end clean though. We got, like I said, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, that's gonna be a good match.
With the
Match of
minimal
night, yeah.
English my nigga knows, has been able to captivate me.
That's why he's God.
Yo, like, Yo, with the mixture of Japanese, it was so badass.
This is when Triple H run stuff.
It was so good. It gave me an updated version of Nakamura in NXT that I missed. You so stupid. I know, but it was so badass. It was like it reminded me of like a bad guy in a Jackie Chan movie. Like it was just so like, oh shit, like Rumble in the Bronx type shit.
Very charismatic.
Like seriously. So Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Nakamura is a pootie tang of professional wrestling.
That's wild. I
actually see what he means though.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the charisma, the charisma factor of Pootie Tang, yeah, but not the actual Pootie Tang. I don't know. This is actually a call up for me. I actually kind of feel like Nakamura may, but I mean, if they, do it right, the whole Survivor Series should be Seth versus Roman to see who's the better member of the Shield again. So
we're fine with that.
Seth Rollins would probably win. I'm not against it. I'm just saying that's probably what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but that's a good story.
But I definitely think Nakamura. This won't be they'll probably go through the 3 matches. They'll figure out a way because honestly, that feud is the only thing I'm interested in on Monday night outside of Chad Gable and Walter. Like I was like, I mean, actually the JD McDonough thing is kind of funny too. But and then last but not least, Trish Stratus, who's doing the fucking thing, versus Becky Lynch in a steel cage match.
I mean, it might be.
Yeah, I know it's gonna
Becky.
be orange hair girl, but I love me some Trish Stratus. And Trish even says she's kind of over the whole feud to herself. So
she did.
Yeah. Like honestly, it shouldn't have gone past. It shouldn't have gone past SummerSlam.
Right.
In all honesty, we running this out a little. It's like when you go through a third dry. That's what we doing.
It's kind of like with Edge versus Matt Hardy. They dragged out.
Yeah, they did a little, but they low-key had to. And that's the hard part about that. They did a little bit though.
Didn't.
As I mentioned, once again, next Friday, we are wrestling in the Bronx. Make sure to get your tickets. I do believe, the one match that I'm so sad I won't be able to see, but I'm glad it's happening is Ruthless Lala versus Mercedes Martinez. So I definitely think it'll be a nice night out in the Bronx. So make sure to go support Peter and the team at We Are Wrestling.
Mr. Black is roughing.
Okay, now I'm glad you are. So then that's Friday night. And then Saturday, we'll be at Legends for WWE's Payback. And then on Sunday, we're right back there again for All Out for AEW. Make sure the RSVP if you guys are going to come out. I am not 100% sure that the boys will record next week because they don't like to be responsible when I'm not here. But I will not be here next week. As I mentioned, next week is my birthday. So I will be. So anyone that's listening in hot Atlanta, we'll be in Atlanta for about 3 days. So you guys can come out and say hey. But Michael Bostic on the 1s and 2s. Make sure to tune into the Heel Classic Show on the Pregame Radio Network team. Shout out to Brooklyn Black and everybody over there. MLW. Oh, yeah, on Sunday. MLW Fury Road in Philly, 2300 Arena. I do believe main event is facing Jay Bougie and the guy that's with, what's his name? Alex Kane. He's hot and tall and light skinned. But
You don't like light brights. But
I don't really like light brights. I like you, though. You're fine.
I'm not light bright. You tried that.
But anyway, this weekend we're at Legends. I appreciate everyone that has tuned in on this late afternoon Thursday. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins, Mr. Black, and of course Michael Bostic himself in the flesh. Hashtag Black Excellence. Hashtag.
We got the hands in motion. If you go, we're rolling. No need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans. You gotta wait till your coast chosen. Try to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes and Noble.